Good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 27 of Cultivate Farms TV, where we take it behind the scenes of everything we're doing to help you get onto your dream farm. Another big week, episode 27. So last week was our 6-month anniversary of these weekly updates, and we love that we're doing these. Hope you guys appreciate it as well. Hoping it's a weekly ritual for you just as much as it is for us. So this week, let's get into the content. So gap equity, I want to unpack that. I talked about it last week. We are excited by this concept. Help us to help you by sharing our content. And thirdly, what we tell every aspiring farmer. So if you're someone who has just found out about us, this is exactly what we're going to tell you every time you give us a call or we're chatting by email. So let's get into it. Membership update. We have 156 amazing aspiring farmers who have registered on our website, which is brilliant. That is 5 more this week. We're slowing down a little bit, but we want to crank it back up again. So if you know anyone who is not signed up onto our website, please get them on there. We need more people so we can build more momentum and get a lot of attention for you guys, which equals more farm opportunities, basically. Our aim is we want to hit 200 and we want to get our first farm matched, and then from there we're really going to hit the media big time and get a lot more attention, and hopefully that opens a lot more doors. All right, gap equity. So last week I spoke about this, and this whole week we've been unpacking what this is. So we think about what we're trying to do here, which is matching aspiring farmers with retiring farmers and investors to own a farm together. And we think about, well, how many investors are there out there that could support you guys, and how much do we want from each of those investors? And a lot of our mindset has been around, well, we probably have to get a lot of equity into those farms, and then I've been thinking about, well, that's just a lot of money, and that's a lot of investors we need to convince, and maybe mainly high net worth. But how do we open this up so that, say, a high net worth wants to invest into a farm? We say, don't invest into invest into 5, and fill this gap that a lot of aspiring farmers have, which is between what a bank will loan you and what your savings are. There's a gap in equity that needs to be filled. So we're trying to unpack this concept. But what is it that investors need, which could be your friends and family? Because if we're talking a couple $100,000, that opens it up to a lot more people. Equity crowdfunding, or even retired farmers who are in town who want to invest into something great for their community, i.e. you. So if we can get these investors to spread their risk, so invest in 5 farms rather than just investing everything into one and backing 5 aspiring farmers, we think that's awesome. Imagine that if an investor backed 5 people in one community, how exciting that would be. So there is definitely something here. This gap equity means that it's a lower entry for a lot of people to get into farm investment. We can help a lot more people. So we're catching up and doing interviews with financial advisors and farm advisors and accountants and banks. I'm going to unpack this concept and see what will it take to roll this out. Or is there a template? Is it a process? What is it? But we know that this could be a big solution to get all you guys onto your farms, because we're not actually asking for millions of dollars per farm. It could be hundreds of thousands per farm, and utilising debt. So the banks are going to love us, and bank debt's probably better than equity, or someone coming in and taking equity, because they probably want a higher return than what a bank does. So I think it's a win-win. So we'll keep unpacking it. Let us know if you've got any thoughts on it, or if you heard something similar like this. We would love your thoughts. Elmore Field Days is coming up. What's the date today? The 13th of September. It's on the 3rd to 5th of October. It's in Central Victoria. If you live anywhere near there and have been thinking about coming along, please come along and please hang out with us at our site. We're going to have some chairs and some water and maybe some coffee there, and maybe some farm toys for kids just to hang out. But this is a great chance for us to meet you guys face to face. If you are anywhere near there, please come along one of those days and have a chat. We're going to try and do some cheeky things and get some attention from everybody at the field days to show that there are hundreds of people just like you who want to get on farms, and we want them to open up opportunities for you. Want to re-emphasize the need to keep sharing and liking our content. This is not just a selfish need. We need to get attention, and the best way to do that is online through social media, and the best way to spread the word is for others to like it and share it. So anytime you guys see something that we're posting that you like, please share it, please like it, please make a comment. It really does help the reach. And again, the more people we're reaching, the more doors open for us. So it's a help us to help you to create attention and get the word out. And even when you are sharing stuff that is on our page, it's no doubt highlighting to people in your networks that you are really keen to get on a farm yourself, and hopefully that will open up opportunities for you. So it's, again, another win-win. The time it takes to get on your farm, I guess a reason why I'm raising this is because we talk a lot about hustling, and we want you guys as aspiring farmers out there finding farm opportunities for yourself. And we say, get out there, hustle. And I guess there's just, I want to emphasize that this is about having patience as well as drive. You have to be hungry for getting on your farm every single day. But also you've got to be patient that this could take years, it could take a couple of years, could take 3 or 4 or 5 years before this happens. You've got to approach 50 retired farmers. You've got to be saving. You've got to be getting your skills up. So these things take time, but I guess we're trying to highlight this as balance here between being driven and also having patience. That because getting onto farms is going to be tricky in that you're dealing with people's livelihoods, especially if you're trying to convince a retiring farmer. There's a lot to work through, a lot of things to get through mentally, and then the finance and the legal side of things. So although we're saying it's possible, we just want you guys to realise that you'll need stamina to make this happen, and a lot of you do. We're here to support you, and I guess that's what we're doing at our end as well. We're building relationships with retiring farmers and with investors. Investors are investing their own money and the money of their investing of their friends' money. And they don't want to lose it. They want to make sure that it's being invested well, and this is about getting trust with people that we're going to do good with their money. So I just wanted to emphasise that. And then finally, I'm going to try and keep this a short one, which is pretty rare. What we tell every aspiring farmer who contacts us, there are 3 things. It is go find retiring farmers and get on your farm yourself, get your skills up, and also sign up as a member with Cultivate Farms. So the first one, you should be out there hustling all the time, finding retiring farmers, keeping an ear out for who might be stepping back from their farm, and then somehow figuring out a way to convince those people to back you. Doing vendor finance or getting them to be co-owners of the farm with you is the best way for you to get on your own farm and for you to find it yourself. Second is make sure you've got the skills. So even if you're approaching farmers, you need to be able to show them why you're the best, but also we need to be able to convince people or investors that you're the best as well. So make sure you got your skills up to scratch. And then thirdly, write those skills down that you have on our website under the aspiring farmer profile that you can create for yourself. We need you on there, but also you need to be on there so that when opportunities pop up, and they are really starting to pop up and people are looking at our database, your name can be on top of the list of farmers that they want to get onto farms. So they're the 3 things: retiring farmers, get your skills up, and sign up to our membership base. Download all our content, watch it on YouTube. We pump all this out on YouTube, and also you can look on Facebook videos as well, just to hear what we're on about. But they're the things we want to tell people who get in contact with us for the first time. Guys, that's it. Again, a lot happening, some very exciting things happening this week. I'm off to go sit on a community reference panel for a local land services in our district in New South Wales, and a few other things. But things are going very well. Lots of background work to try and get some farms purchased. I can't wait to be able to give you some of those details. But please keep getting in touch. Send us a Facebook message, send us an email. We'll book in a time to catch up on the phone. Cheers, guys.